What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is another PTCGO tournament series round number 9, or not round number 9, I guess series number 9. And we are playing the Tapu Lele Garbodor deck that me and James Horvath have used. Guys, sorry, I'm talking to my opponent right now. Same here. Alright, so just discussing if either one loses, we're going to go first. Alright, so we start Trubbish. It is a Volcanion deck. Now, Volcanion is somewhat interesting. There's Field Blower now in this format. It is the new Guardians Rising, so Field Blower is legal to use against our Garbodors to get rid of our tools. So we have to kind of worry about that. Tapu Lele, we could like chain Tapu Lele's Hexes, so that's also really nice as well. Right now our hand's not that great for Hex, because if we Ultra Ball for Hex, we don't really get too much. We don't play a fan club with this list. I'll have a link. I'll have the list down below the description, and then I'll have a video if you want to watch a video where I talk about how Tapu Lele Garbodor is played, if you don't know how that's played for some odd reason. So, we see a Shaman from our opponent, which is fantastic. That's what we want to see. And, there's a Volcanion EX coming out, okay. Fire Energy to the Volcanion, and a pass onto our turn, okay. Alright, so we get a Trubbish, we'll put that down. We will Ultra Ball, discard a Garbodor and a Sycamore. Now we do play a Rescue Stretcher. We might grab another Trubbish just to play that. We could grab a Shaman, get that down. We have Parallel City. You see there's 2 Hexes, the Team Flare, and Choice Band, and good like that. Alright, so let's look. The Rescue Stretcher's price. We have 2 more Garbodors. The ability Garbodor Toxin is there as well, so that's great. I'll grab the Trubbish, put that down, and we're just going to Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 cards. Our opponent really didn't do too much with that hand, which is fantastic. So, we see an Ultra Ball and a Flowstone. So, I'm going to Flowstone the active. I am going to Ultra Ball, discard I'm going to discard double Psychic. I'm going to discard a Psychic and a Floatstone. The only scary thing, like I said, is Field Blower. But right now, I'm going to grab a Tapu Lele. What I'm going to do is grab a Tauros, put that down, and just Horn Attack for 60. And then next time, we can potentially knock out the Shaman. I want to save the Tapu Lele, obviously, for a supporter card. So yeah, we're just Horn Attack for 60, saying, hey, if you don't retreat the Shaman, I'm going to knock it out next turn. So onto our opponent's turn to see what happens. We also can put a Psychic Energy on the Trubbish without a Flowstone. I want to evolve the Trubbish with the Flowstone to the Garbotoxin one. So see if Fire Energy go to Volcanion. We see a Lysander bring up the Trubbish without a Flowstone. And we see another pass onto our turn, okay? So we see a Team Flare Gun. I'm going to put a Psychic Energy on the bench Trubbish. Maybe the active. It could go for Acid Spray, which is fine. We'll VS Sigma for a Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 70 cards. Trying to find another Flowstone. We do play 4 of those, so that's fantastic. We find a Tauros, Flowstone, and a Garbodor, and the Garbotoxin one. So Flowstone the active, retreat into the Tauros, put down the Garbodor, turn in the Garbotoxin, and we will just go for the Horn Attack for the knockout. Now, the only downside about doing this is we do not have access to Tapu Lele's anymore, unless we play our own Field Blower to get rid of our tools off our Garbodor, which is possible. But onto our opponent's turn to see what happens. Go to draw a card, and we're still looking good. We get Choice Band and Horn Attack. If he attacks here with Volcanion Heat, we get his Mad Bull GX for the game. And unfortunately, okay, so Fire Energy the active. Is he going to swing, or does he VS Seeker for a Lysander? So is he a Trainer's Mail? Look at top cards of his deck. Does he find anything? And if he doesn't find anything, he really just needs to pass here. So Choice Band. Alright, Choice Band would not give him the knockout unless he has a Fire Energy and he can do a Steam Up attack. No, he can't Steam Up because we have Garbodor, so there's a Choice Band going to the active. We see an Ultra Ball. Good as our 2 cards from his hand, but he cannot grab a Shaman. I mean, he can, but it won't do anything. We have the Garbodor with the Garbotoxin in play right now, which is fantastic. So we'll see what he does here. He does play the Turtonator with the Nitro Tank GX attack, and my opponent is going to be a top deck mode. So there's a Volcanion coming down, okay. Does he attack for 160? There's a Volcanion coming down, okay. And he is going to Volcanion Heat for 160. Now, what we're going to do is put a Psychic Energy on a Trubbish. No, what I'm going to do is Ultra Ball, discard a Tauros and a Shaman for Tapu Lele. Yeah, we're going to grab a Tapu Lele here, and that way we can put a Psychic Energy on it, and then maybe next turn use his attack as... Yeah, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to Rage for 180 for the knockout. Okay, now put it to top deck mode. If they don't find a Fire Energy, we kind of just win the game. We go down to 2 price cards. There's a Rescue Stretcher and a DCE, okay, which makes Tapu Lele use the Energy Drive 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80. Not enough for the knockout, but we can hurt some Volcanions to pass. Oh, to our turn, we'll just use the Mad Bull GX, and we will win this game. My opponent really didn't get to anything. Kind of just sat there and didn't really do too much, but yeah, we'll go to game number 2 for sure. We'll press done. Let's. I closed out a PTCGO, guys. Hold on 1 second. I closed the wrong. I accidentally closed out a PTCGO. Give me 1 second to load it back up. Let me log on back to PTCGO real quick. Log in. Okay. All right. Don't want to show the username and stuff. Want to keep that a secret. But reloaded data from server. Please wait. But on to game number 2, guys. My opponent said play that so bad. GG. Alright, so we're back in it. Let me send the request. And I'll go to game number 2. This is best 2 out of 3. So yeah, I mean, what can happen in game number 2? My opponent needs to, like, play a supporter card. That's for sure. But they're going to go first this game. I mean, hopefully it'd be cool if we have an opportunity to start Tauros and, like, call the coin flip heads. It doesn't matter if he's going first. We won the coin flip. Would you like to go first? No, he said he wanted to go first. So, let's see, what can we do this time around? We start a mulligan and press done, okay. If only those, if we start a Tauros, it'd be really good. Yeah, starting Tauros is probably the best thing to do in this matchup. Just, like, put Tauros in the active and hacks or something like that. So we start Tapu Lele, Shaman, and a Trubbish, okay. So put Tapu Lele in the active. No, put Trubbish in the active, and just press done for right now, okay. We'll see what happens from here. We get Floatstone, Tapu Lele. We can maybe Shaman for hacks. I mean, we can Tapu Lele for hacks or something. There's a lot of different things we could do with his hand. So see if Fire's going to be active. We'll see a Hoopa. Use a Scoundrel search for 3 new EX Pokemon, okay? And he's going to know we're playing one other Trubbish. The Trubbish is, just go for the deck out, as James Horvath says. I don't know if it's worth it. But 3 Volcanions come out turn number 1, which is fantastic for my opponent. Gonna put a lot of pressure on us for sure. So Volcanion coming down, okay. Volcanion coming down. Yeah, another Volcanion. Alright, a pass onto our turn. Alright. So we get a Sycamore, okay. Alright, so once again he did not play a supporter card. So it floats from the active. Man. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is put down Tapu Lele. Search for a supporter card. And what I'm gonna do is grab one of our one-ofs. I'm gonna grab hacks actually, and that way we can hacks later on if needed with the VS Seeker or Tapu Lele. And then after a Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 70 cards, and try to swing a Tapu Lele for like 60 or something. Alright, so Sycamore, do we find a DCE? We do not, okay. We'll put down a Trubbish. We'll Ultra Ball. I'm going to discard the Perilous City and Delinquent for a second Shaman, okay. And we're going to set up for 3 new cards, trying to find a DCE to swing this turn with Tapu Lele if needed, and we don't find one, unfortunately. So what we do is put a Psychic Energy on the Trubbish, retreat into the Trubbish, and just go for Acid Spray for 10, and try to discard the energy off the active. So Acid Spray for 10, and tells we do not discard the energy. Alright, so on to our opponent's turn, let's see what happens. We're going to draw a card, and there's a Fighter to the bench Volcanion, okay. He'll need, like, double Steam Up. Alright, so Steam Up number 1. Okay. Does he have a second Steam Up? He did play a supporter card, but there's second Steam Up, so he will take a knock on the Trubbish. Go down to 5 price cards. There's an Interretrieval. Okay, so that's 1 item card in this, or item card in discard pile, okay. We'll see a Trainer's Mill, so that's 2. So we're thinking for 40 right now. Garbodor. There's a Field Blower, which, will he use a Field Blower right now? I don't think you really want to. I think you're going to use a full force the Field Blower, and he is going to use the Field Blower, get rid of the Floatstone off the bench, which is very interesting. You definitely think you would hold on to that. I mean, really, no need to play it right now, but going down to 5, we're going to sit on the Trubbish, and onto our turn, we get a VS Seeker, okay? So I'm going to Floatstone the active. I'm going to Rescue Stretcher for the Trubbish. Okay, so grab a Trubbish. Put that down. I guess we could have maybe shuffled back in the deck, but I really don't want to do that. I'm going to go to Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 cards. Looking for a Garbodor and a DCE. We found a Garbodor, but not the right Garbodor. 20, 40, 60 is how much we're doing right now. We'll put it on another Trubbish. We will retreat into a Tapu Lele. Put a DC on the active and just swing for 60 with the energy drive, okay? Which means next turn we can knock it out since we did that 10 damage earlier, but he can swing it to us, which is be very, very scary for sure. Alright, so Steam Up, go and discard Fire Energy. He really can't one-shot us, that'd be like almost impossible. But when he did all that Steam Up and Energy would put the Fire Energies back in his hand, he couldn't pre-attach those, okay? So double Steam Up, okay. There's an end, so both get 6 new cards. Oh, he gets 5, we get 6. Can we find the I don't even know if Garbodor is in here. I didn't look, which is kind of my fault. We got Ultra Ball, DC, Choice Band, and Tapu Lele. Alright, so Volcanion coming down. There's a Trainer's Mail. Look at tougher cards of his deck. There's a Pokemon Ranger, okay. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so single for 80 right now. There's a Power Heater for 80, okay. Alright, so what I kind of want to do is there's a Field Blower, which doesn't really do too much for us. Alright, so let's think about this. So 20, 40, 60, 80. Okay, so we have no Psychic Energy, so we can't go for that play. Go put it on Tapu Lele, go for like a supporter card, like a Ultra Ball. No, for Sycamore, we can play our whole hand down, which is fine. Yeah, so put on Tapu Lele. We're gonna search deck for supporter card. We're gonna grab a Sycamore and just dump our hand and get 7 new cards. We'll take a knockout anyway. So yeah, we'll grab a DCE, okay, our Sycamore. Well, Ultra Ball. Oh man, I really don't want to discard Choice Band, but I want to get the Garbodor in play. I just don't know if it's in there. So I'm going to discard 1 and 2. Let's see if it's in the deck. There is the Garbodor. So grab Garbodor, okay? We'll put that down on the bench. We'll put down another Garbodor right here. We'll Float Stone the active. Put a DC on the bench. And Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 cards. Okay, so that's good. There's another Garbodor. We'll put that down. We will retreat and go for an energy drive for the knockout. Okay, so we're doing 60 plus 70 is 130. We'll go down to 5 price cards. There's a VS going in our hand. No Ninja Boy, which is what I kind of want right now. If we have a Ninja Boy, we'll be able to Ninja Boy the Tapu Lele maybe later on. But right now we're looking fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. He has 4 of the discard piles. We're looking for 80. There's a Floatstone going to the Hoopa. Okay. There's a Rescue Stretcher, so now we can swing for a little bit more. Just keep on playing those item cards. Hoopa does have that weakness to Psychic as well for later game, which is great. There's a VS for an end, most likely. I think it's the only supporter card, actually. Yep, only supporter card. So we'll see it in, and right now he has 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're seeing 120 damage with our Garbodor. So it looks good right now, guys. Alright, so we'll get a DC Choice Band, okay. We have 4 Psychics. So there's a Fire Energies in the bench, okay. Now we do have a Life Center, 20, 40, 60, 80, 121. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, that's actually not enough for a knockout, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll be 10 damage short if we go for that route, okay? Alright, so Power Heater for 20. Okay. So Fire Energy on that guy, and that's actually going to be it. No other Fire Energy attachment, okay. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. We can do 100 maybe to this guy. Okay, so what I do is just VS Sticker for Lycan and bring up that Volcanion and just put a lot of pressure on our opponent. Yeah, I think that's what we do. I think we're going to Lycan with this Volcanion. Just swing into it. 20, 40, 60, 80. And then 20, 40, 60, 800. Yeah, I'm just right now just going to go for Energy Drive for 80. Okay. And if he attacks with this guy next turn and knocks us out, which he really can't. He can only do 130 unless he has a Choice Band. But if he does do that, so Fire is deactivated. If he does attack with that guy, okay, there's a Choice Band. So he will take a knockout this turn. But then we can set up a Tapu Lele, retreat to this Tapu Lele, put a DC on it, take a knockout. Alright, so go down to 3. We'll send a Tapu Lele. On our turn, we will put down a new Tapu Lele. We'll put a DC on it. 20, 40, 60, 800. We'll put a Choice Band on it. And VS Seeker for an N. Okay. So put it down to 3. Which is fine. I guess we should have maybe Float Stone somebody. But I'm looking for Psychic Energies. There's Psychic Energy for next turn. We actually get a Parallel City, which we could use. But really not needed right now. We're going to treat to Tapu Lele and just take a knockout with the Energy Drive, doing 130. Alright, so we'll go down to 3. We get 1 to 2. There is a Garbodor and a Lysander, okay? Alright, so going to set up a Volcanion, which we could just knock out with a Garbodor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're doing 160. We see a Volcanion come down, okay? We see a Max Elixir. That's even more damage for us. Can we just Lysander Volcanion and just take a knockout? Alright, Fire Energy to that guy. A Power Heater for 20, okay? And there's a Fire to the bench and a Fire to the bench. Okay, so on our turn, do we find another Psychic Energy? There's a VS Seeker, so I'm just gonna make sure I did the math right. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there's 9 trading cards exactly. So we're gonna Lysander Volcanion, put a Psychic Energy to Garbodor. We will retreat and to the Garbodor, and yes, we'll discard the DCE, and we'll just take a knockout. Yeah, Trash Lance for the knockout, doing 180. Go down to 1 prize card, okay? And let's see, do we find another Psychic Energy? There's a Fill Blower and a Psychic Energy, which we can take a knockout with another Garbodor. So another fine right now. We see Hoopa coming up. We don't care about Hoopa. We really don't care about anything. As long as we have the Psychic Energy, we'll win at this game. But yeah, we're looking great here, guys. Alright. So what can my opponent do here? I don't think he can really do too much. I think that is going to be the game, unless he has it in here. But Garbodor is just too strong. There's a Lysander. Bring it to the other Tapu Lele. And maybe take a knockout. Nope, going to see the Volcanion, saying, hey, if you don't have energy, I win. There's a... Now, he doesn't even win. He kind of just, like, does some damage, so 20 damage. But the Toxic Garbodor is too much. My opponent uses Field Blower too early, but we play 4 Float Stones. His only real out is to knock out the Garbodor with the Garbotoxin, and we already played our Rescue Stretcher, so that would be his only real out. But on our turn, we will just put a Psychic Energy to the active, retreat into the Garbodor, and we will Trash and Land for the game. I guess we could have brought the Hoopa into maximum damage. But there you go, guys. There's round number 1 of the PTCGO Tournament Series, number 9. There's 7 rounds, so if we win 5, win 4 more, we make cut. I think 5 and 2 automatically makes cut. So there we go, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. You can see the power of the Tapu Lele Garbodor. We're going to play a lot of games of this, and we're going to get very tired of this. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Have a fantastic day. Alrighty, bye.
Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.